Hi everybody, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and I'm going to bring you a really simple project today. And this one, we are going to be using this beaded wooden plaque. Now, I just got some happy mail from my friend Sherry, and you guys wouldn't believe, she sent me like package after package after package of laces and wooden plaques and wood slices and, oh my word, laces galore. I know I said that, but really laces galore, you guys. She sent me so much beautiful stuff. I was amazed. Sherry is such a generous person, and I truly, you guys, do not deserve all of the kindness that you've all been showing me with sending me such great things. And boy, Sherry, you just went out of your way, and I do appreciate truly everything you've done for me and everything everyone else has helped me with over this past year and beyond. You guys have no idea the difference in the things that I was able to create because you guys have been so kind and generous, and it does not go unnoticed whatsoever, you guys. I am having the time of my life putting together some of the most wonderful projects that I've ever been able to create, and it's all thanks to the generosity of my subscribers and your wonderful gifts and things. But so in this particular instance, Sherry, like I said, sent me a whole bunch of things, and I guess these little plaques, I'm sorry, I'm going to stop peeling this off. I'll get this later. She sent me this one. She sent me two of them. And I had asked her where she got them because I thought they were so awesome. And I got this one too. And she said she got them at Dollar Tree, you guys. So the Dollar Tree evidently has these plaques. And this one, let's see. They're a good size. I'm sorry about the Band-Aid. Again, you guys, I'm still nursing this one that I've had for a week now. Because it was such a deep cut in my finger that I've had to keep it bandaged up for a week, because every time I try to let it go and, you know, give it some air time and healing time, I end up bumping it or something, or burning it or something, and then it ends up getting right back to where I started. So I'm keeping it bandaged now until it gets healed. So this is actually 7.5 inches around. And then this one is 8.5 inches long by, let's see, 5.5 this way. So these are pretty good sized little plaques. And I thought, well, you know, I wanted to do kind of a simple video, something that's not going to take too long, because I do have to work tonight, and I'm working until midnight, so I do want to have a little bit of free time before I get myself ready to go to work, and I still have to cook dinner and all that good stuff. So it's right around 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. I don't leave for work until 6:30, so yeah, it's going to be a long night tonight. So anyway, you guys, what I'm going to do is I am going to finally use my little friends sign here. Sherry did send me some other words. Let's see if I have them right close by. I have a couple of them here. I've already painted some of them white. But she did send me, and I've also put up a video of a box that I made using the blessed words. You know, actually, part of me wants to make a thankful plaque out of this one. That would be nice, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go with what I originally started with, because look at how pretty that looks on this beaded thing. So Anyway, Sherry sent me a whole bunch of these. So I think what I'm going to do, you guys, is I am going to take some of these and put them aside, and I'm going to paint them white because they came to me in like a copper color. Not a whole lot I can do with that color. You know, I mostly do shabby chic stuff, so I painted some white. I'm going to paint some more white, and that's probably how I will put them together in some kind of a kit or something. We've got to do something with these, you guys. And like I said, I did a box, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I did put out a video on the box, and I'm really having trouble loving that box. I feel like it feels like it's missing something. So I may be doing a little bit more to that box to change it up, and I may even do it in a video just so that you guys can see what I do with it. But I think I am going to make a couple of changes to that box because it feels to me, it feels very flat, and that it didn't come out exactly the way that I had envisioned it. So we'll probably be making some changes to that. I also made a couple of these little books, you guys. I got some of these papers from the Dollar Tree when they had them. And so I made some of these little books here because I thought this paper here was really good for making books. And I also, I'm sorry, I'm going to squeeze across here. You guys are probably seeing half of me there. I have this little teddy bear, and I wanted to make her a book. Isn't she adorable? But I wanted to make her a book to hold. So I am giving her this book, and I am debating on whether I'm going to keep her or sell her. She is a good collectible teddy bear, and she is from the Boyd's collection, and she's just beautiful. Look at her. Is that not the most precious teddy bear ever? And I just love her. So I'm not sure how I'm going to, if I'm going to sell her or not. I think I'm going to put her right here, though, so she can watch me craft today. I just love her. But I felt like she needed a book in her hand. So I started making some of these books. I did make 3 of them. This one I haven't really done too much with. I did put this on the front of it, and I don't like it there, so I'm probably going to take that off and redo the front of this book. But I do like this one. I put a love charm on there, and a made with love charm, and then I just put this bow on it and a little bit of lace. And then this has some lined journal paper. This one has just plain brown paper, and this is the way I prefer to make them, is with the brownish paper, or the paper sack paper. It just gives a more vintage feel to me. Anyway, that's not what the video is about. Today was supposed to be a quick one, and here I go rambling on again. I'm going to do a quote real quick, and let's see. I had it right in front of me, and you know these things move just without me even touching it. Let's see, where was it? Here's one, and I really like this. It's very simple and basic, but it's very true. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. And I'm a firm believer in that. I believe there is beauty in everyone, everything, every animal. I personally am a person, I can appreciate the beauty in snakes and lizards and panda bears and grizzly bears, and you know, whatever it is in life, I can find beauty in every creature, every kind of plant. You know, I have a thing about I personally am one of those people, I kind of search for the beauty in everything, and I can find it in just about everything. Now, I'm not going to say I've never looked at something and thought, oh my, that's hideous. Usually just things, you know, inanimate objects. So in that respect, I guess I don't see the beauty in everything. But every living thing, I can usually find some beauty in it somewhere. So think about that one. And then here's one that says, believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help you create the fact. So I know there are a lot of people out there that don't feel like life is worth living and that life is a good thing, but you can find good in life, and I know that sometimes it's very hard, and particularly these days, life is a hard thing right now. So, but hang in there, you guys. We've got this. Things are gonna get better. So I'm just gonna show you real quick. I also got some little angel ornaments from Sherry. So she sent me some of these little wooden angels, and there's some twine in there to hang them from. And she sent me 2 packages of these, and these are oval pieces of wood. They're about 1/8 of an inch thick, and these are awesome. They're smaller than these, obviously, but these are going to be awesome to do some really nice stuff with. I've already got some plans in mind for these. In fact, I'm going to try and do another video, hopefully tomorrow, using one of those. She sent me 4 boxes, you guys. Hold on. I'm about ready to drop everything again because I'm so organized here that everything is just kind of, nothing is sitting flat. There we go. Knew that was coming. Okay, so let's see here. Let's try this again. But anyway, I got 4 boxes of these wood slices from Michaels. She placed an order with Michaels and had the order sitting there. So I drove down to Michaels and I picked it up, and I couldn't believe when I saw that I had 4 cases of these wood slice ornaments. They all have holes in them already, and they still have the edges, the live edges on them. So these are going to be fun to do some stuff with. I'm brainstorming on those. She gave me these, and then these are some smaller wood pieces. These are a little bit thicker. This one I just have to... So see, these are a little bit thicker here. But they are smaller, so I can make some really cool ornaments and things with these. I've got square and oval and circles in those. And then she also sent me, put those aside. Get my stickers that fell on the floor here before I step on them and ruin them. Okay, and then she also sent me these larger circles and hearts. So look at all of those, you guys. So much stuff. And so, you know, I know what Sherry's doing, and she's so sweet. She's so kind. She's setting me up so that I can make my projects and sell kits. And I know that's what she's helping me to do. And Sherry, you know how much I appreciate you, and Sherry has offered to do other things for me. And you know, at some point I have to I can't keep working solely on the generosity of other people. Whoops. As much as I do appreciate it, I feel like that, you know, other people need help too. And this is where, you know, getting all of these things is going to help me to help others. And that is Sherry's, I think Sherry's sole purpose is that I can pay it forward. And she's totally okay with that. And I intend, you guys, after the first of the year to try and pay some of this forward and help some of you to be able to do some of your projects that you want to do. And I know I mentioned it in another video. I want to help some other people to be able to do some of these projects with the items that I have, that I'm doing them with, and make it easier on you guys as well. So I will get busy on that after the first of the year. I cannot continuously send a lot of stuff out, you guys. I don't have a huge salary that I make right now. So, you know, I'm working just a part-time minimum wage job, which I'd never done in my life, but now that's what I'm doing, plus my YouTube and my Etsy business. And that is not quite enough, you know, right now for me to be able to do this full time. But that's why I keep telling you guys, please share and like my videos. Give these videos a thumbs up so that I can get out to more YouTubers and get more subscribers and get to a point where I can do this full time. And once I am able to retire, I'm hoping to retire, you know, sort of soon. You know, the sooner the better, but once I get all of this in line is when I can decide, you know, when I'm going to be able to retire and do this on top of getting my retirement. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's get started on this. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. So what we're going to do is, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this set in the center here. And I really wish I had more Fabri-Tac, but I don't. And I don't particularly want to use hot glue, but I don't think I have a choice here in the matter. So we are going to use the hot glue. I'm only going to glue this in a couple of spots. I think I'll just kind of put some glue maybe in this corner, over here where I know I can, it's not going to ooze out and show, and maybe under here. So that's where we're going to go with this, and we're going to do this very quickly right here and right here. And I'm going to set this at the top, or at the center, I should say, just like that. And I think we've got it, and that's going to be just fine. That's going to stay on there, no problem. And then I'm going to put this little bit of lace somewhere on here. Initially I was going to put it kind of under it, and I might actually be able to push that under there still. Let's see, I've got a couple of toothpicks here. Let's see if we can make that slide under there just a little bit. I don't think it's going to go, but that's okay. What I can do is I could cut it off right there and just, you know, that way it's kind of laying nicely. I am going to have this going over here, or we can just leave that piece coming up sort of onto the eye. I think that's what I'm going to do. So the other thing, though, that I wanted to figure out is I'm going to put some of this trim on here, and I think I'm going to have it going around the inside here, just like this. And I'm going to try and slide it in there as best I can around this. I didn't want to put it down and then put the friend sign down because I wanted the friend sign to fit. And if I had put that on first, it would not have fit. Now, question is, you know, I think I'm going to put this down first and then that. And it's okay if we cover a little bit of this up. So let's just go ahead and do that. We're going to start. I'm going to get myself a toothpick. So have yourself a couple of toothpicks handy. And you guys, get over to the Dollar Tree. I'm going to go to one of my other Dollar Trees and see if they have these plaques there, these trays. I think they're probably more of a tray than a plaque, but it's a plaque for me. I'm just going to pop that down right inside there, and then we'll start just gluing this, going around and gluing it down. Push that one down in there, and you can't even tell that it's not glued down. And I'm only going to put glue behind the roses because I don't want a bunch of glue oozing out all over the place on this. So I'm going to be doing this a little bit slowly, but very carefully. And I have zero glue oozing out from that, so that's what I want. But I wanted to use this because it goes nicely with the small flowers that are in the Friends sign. So let's see. We're going to just do a few of these at a time and get around here and get it all the way on. And I don't have to make you guys watch me the whole way around this, but this isn't that big. It's not that long, so I don't think it's going to take so long that I have to cut it out of the video. So I do not think I'm going to do that. There we go with our glue strings again. And this one, I think I'm going to get some glue on that and push that down inside. And this one, this may not be so easy. There we go. I got it down behind the butterfly. And I think, you know, this one's sitting up a little high, but I think it's actually okay because it's coming up between the butterfly wings right there, and I think it actually looks okay. It just looks like there's another flower behind there, so it's going to be just fine. And this one right here, I'm going to put a dot of glue on it and push it down just like that. There we go. Okay, got that part. And look at how pretty this is going to be, you guys. Isn't it gorgeous? So, I hope everybody is getting good and ready for the holidays. Seems like we're going to have quite a quiet holiday. I know we're going to see one of our kids that's going to be in town for Christmas Eve. And the rest of them appear to be, well, I've got one more that's we're unsure about so far because I haven't heard from him, and that would be my son. Because I'm not sure what he and his wife are doing, and my grandson. But Jeff and I may be spending all of Christmas Day, just the two of us this year. So it's going to be kind of quiet and hopefully not sad. You know, holidays just don't feel like they are what they used to be. You know, that just nobody seems to celebrate the holidays the way that we did when my kids were little. You know, it just, things have changed so drastically. And so I know my daughter is going to Ohio to visit her in-laws and all of them. So, and that's okay. You know what? Both sides of the family, you know, you have family in different places, and I completely understand that. You know, she's been in California every year for Christmas since they got married, and so, you know, it's about time that they went to the other side of the family and visited them. So I totally get it, and I agree with that. They should do that. So that's what they're doing this year. So I won't see my daughter for Christmas, although it kind of feels like every year I don't know how this happens, but it feels like every year we kind of are the ones, I think it's because of my nature, I don't know, honestly. We seem to be the ones that everybody says, oh, could we get together after the holidays because we've got this, this, and this going on, and it's going to be so much chaos, and would it be okay with you? And I'm always the one that says, that's fine, you know, go ahead and do it. Even though I know deep down in my heart and soul that sometimes I'm not okay with it. But I will not make them feel bad for doing what they want to do. You know, it's not my place, and I don't want anybody to come to my house because they feel like they have to. So, I give in, and I always say, oh, it's okay, it's okay. You know, don't worry about me. We'll get together after the holidays. And, you know, it's not much of a Christmas anymore after that, you know. And I've had so many of those Christmases over the years that Christmas really just isn't the same as it used to be. And that makes me sad because it used to be my favorite time of the year. And it still is. I still love the season. I love the reason for the season. And unfortunately, I feel like that is what has been forgotten by everyone. I kind of feel like, you know, I know why I celebrate Christmas, but, you know, I don't know if you guys would agree with me, but so many other people celebrate Christmas for the wrong reasons. It's all about the gift giving and all of that stuff, you know. For me, it's more about being with my family and spending time with grandchildren and my children, and, you know, that's just doesn't seem to be happening much anymore, so I don't know, we'll see. We'll see, I don't know, things just aren't the same. Now, I'm thinking I want to put some trim around this, and I think I'm going to go with the white because it goes with the Friends sign in the middle. And so I think I'm going to put that around the outside. Doesn't that look pretty? I think you guys will like it. I know it's hard to see it with that white background there, but you'll be able to see it once I get it on there. So if I have to, I'll put a different background on so that you guys can really see it. I just need to make sure that this is going to be enough to go around this entire plaque. And I think it's going to be fine. I'm going to be using up probably the last of this trim. So I'm just going to take this and push it together a little bit there because I don't want it to pucker. So I'm going to try and get this on here without making it pucker as I'm going around. So in order to do that, I have to be really careful with how much I do at one time when I'm going around these corners, especially. So this is going on really, really nicely, and we're not getting any puckering here. So I think it's going to look really, really nice on the front side. Let's get this stuff out of the way here. It's kind of getting caught up in the lace. And I am putting this glue right at the very edge of my plaque here. And what I'm doing is I'm just sliding this together as I'm going around the corner. So it's got these little puckers in the back, but not in the scallops. And then I can take it and I can go a little more distance when I'm on the straightaway here. I don't have to push it all together. It can just go straight across. Okay. And let's get this corner. And you can see I'm just sort of sliding it back on that glue while the glue's still wet. And creating these little puckers here, but no puckers in the scallop. And we're almost done. Same thing here, because we're going around this corner here. And I think I'm going to cut it right at this point here. Get my little glue webs off. I'm going to cut it right here. Just losing 3 scallops. So we just made this to fit. There we go. Okay, so there we have it. Look at how pretty that looks. It is gorgeous. Let's see if I can find something that is dark to sort of put behind here so you can see that. There we go. Look at how pretty that is. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, so now we've got that part on, so we'll go ahead and start with this. And about the holidays, guys, I don't feel bad about the holidays. I just feel like I wish the holidays were more like they used to be back in the day, and most of you know what I'm talking about. Back when it was different, but it's not. It is different. Things are different now, and I guess we all kind of have to go with the times, right? That's kind of the way it is. I saw something on the news where they were talking about Thanksgiving, when Thanksgiving was rolling around, and they were saying how the younger people these days are more into Friendsgiving than Thanksgiving. Now, you tell me, you guys, what is Thanksgiving for? It's being thankful for your family and your friends, and I see that the value in Friendsgiving. I really, really do. And some people, that's all they've got. You know, they go to a friend's house, but isn't it okay to have family and friends in the same place? It used to be that's kind of the way it was. So, anyway, yeah, it was, we would have friends and family that would come and celebrate Thanksgiving with us back in the day. So, but these days, they don't want to mix friends with family. That's not the cool thing to do, I guess. So, we have got to get used to a new way of doing things. And frankly, I think sometimes we don't like it. It's just not the same. So, what a bummer. And I think that's the way I'm going to do this. I'm just going to have it kind of hang over just like that. So we're going to start gluing this down, and we're going to put this little flower down first. And I'm going to put it right in there where the F is. And I'm just going to kind of shape it to go where I want it to land as I glue it down. Just like that. And this flower needs a little bit of glue. And let's get this one. So I think now I'm just going to kind of have it go off the edge right here. So we'll just get these leaves sort of glued down and glue these kind of going over the edge like that. And that looks very pretty. I like that. And I'll just put a little bit of glue on that one. And that one. And that one. Okay. Okay. So far, so good. Isn't it gorgeous, you guys? I think it looks really, really, really pretty. I think it's gorgeous, actually. And honest to goodness, you guys, I'm looking at the camera, the front of the camera viewer, and it's so much prettier in person than the camera allows it to be. And that's kind of a bummer. But we're going to go ahead. We're just going to start gluing on our little flowers here. We're going to start with that one right there. And I need to get another glue stick. And actually, these little tiny glue sticks are going pretty far. I'm sort of surprised. It feels like they're lasting better than the longer sticks did, which is strange because they're actually a little thinner and definitely half the length of the other ones. There we go. Put those in that corner. And then these, I think, are going to go up in this corner. So let's start right here. Right there. And that feels like it's just about in the same spot at the top, opposite corner. And this one right there. Just like that. Gorgeous! It's absolutely gorgeous. And then I was going to see if we think maybe we might need a butterfly, one of our little lace butterflies on there. We're just going to test it and see how it looks, and then we'll decide. I'm going to cut one off here, just like this, and then I just have to kind of clean it up. Take the top one and bend it back and cut off the mesh that's on there. And so I'm doing the bottom butterfly first. And the bottom butterfly kind of has a body on it, so, and then the top one does not. I just have to be careful not to cut into the bottom one when I'm cutting the top one. So this is super easy, you know, just cleaning them up is all. And then on these, the underneath butterfly has the antennas on it. So it's kind of weird. The top one has the body, and the bottom one has the antenna. Strange. Okay, so there's that. And these butterflies are really, really pretty. You can see that. It's got the little pearl piece in the middle. So let's see, where would we want that to be? I think if it goes anywhere, it has to go right there, and I love it. I think it looks gorgeous, and I'm actually mostly covering up that piece of lace back there, but I'm okay with that. We're going to be okay with that. We're just going to put it right in there because it really looks good in this spot. Let me pull it over just a little bit more. Just like that. There we go. And I think that's about it, you guys. I'm not going to do anything else to this. It doesn't need anything else. And we are done. So this is our little front. Oh, we're not done. I'm sorry, you guys. I do have to put a hanger on it. So I think what I'm going to do is I've got this pretty, this is some ribbon that I got from Sherry. Once again, Sherry. And I think I'm just trying to decide how long I want this to be. We're just going to kind of glue this to the back so that it can hang. And we only want that to be maybe that big. So I'm going to just go ahead and find my spot to put this on back here. I'm just going to press that down and maybe get a toothpick to help press that into the glue. And I'm just kind of putting some glue right over the top of it there. Okay. And then I think we're going to cut that right about there. Yep, that feels about right. Put a nice little dollop of glue there. Press it down with the toothpick. And on this side, I think I'm just going to squeeze a little more glue over the top there. And actually, what might work nicely, since we've only got these little tiny strips of lace left, maybe I can just kind of put that like that over the backs of these. And we'll put a little bit of glue on this one and do the same thing, just like that. And then later on I'm going to go back and I'm going to get that sticker off of the back of this. But I didn't want to take up your time to do that in this video because it's all it is a matter of spraying it with a little bit of alcohol and scraping it off with a razor blade, with a scraper. It was actually, I think I am going to add this bow to this. I was planning on doing this, you guys. I had this out for this very reason. I had made this bow in another video, or for another video. And then when I started making this, I thought, you know what, that'd look really pretty on there. But you know what, now that I'm looking at it, it's a bit big, right? So what we can do is I've got some other lace here that's not quite as thick, and I'm thinking, we're going to make a little bow out of this. I've got a nice big roll of this. Again, Happy Mail. And it's beautiful. And this is in a package of a bunch of trims that I got. And I'm going to go, let's see, do I want to go with 3 loops or only 2? That's 3. I just don't want to make it too big. But then I don't want to make it too small either. So let's see, that's 3. So if I go 2, kind of like the 2 loops. I think that's going to be the best. So I'm going to go ahead and re-loop this. I do want to get enough of a tail. I'm just making it a little bit smaller this time since I'm only doing the 2 loops. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this right about there and grab, I'm going to grab my other lace real quick and tie it around the center of this. I'll be right back. Whoops, I'm sorry you guys, I just wrapped it with a little piece of silver twine that I had. I'm sorry, I totally forgot to turn my camera back on. So I just wrapped it around the center there so it would have a very small effect, so to speak. I didn't want it to be real big. So now I'm just looking for a pretty pink flower, and this is the one I'm looking for, just like this. And these flowers come from Bird's Place, you guys. I know I keep telling you in every video, you got to get over to Bird's Place and join. That's where you're going to find the most beautiful paper and mulberry flowers that you are going to find anywhere at a very reasonable price. Debbie charges super reasonable prices for all of her stuff, and when she does like her little package deals, she gives you way more than she needs to. I'm gonna say that, and I tell her that all the time because she is very, very generous with what she gives people when they buy from her shop. So it's on Facebook. It's called Bird's Place, and you guys will love it. And you will get awesome deals. So there is our bow. I think I need to, I think I'm going to cut these a little bit short. I hate to do this because I feel like I'm wasting some of this beautiful lace. But I'll save these little tidbits. Don't throw these away. I'll save these and use them for snippet rolls. Which reminds me, I need to make some snippet rolls too. Okay, so I have no glue strings anywhere left on here. Maybe 1 or 2 little ones here or there, but I can't physically see but just a couple of little tiny ones, and that was it. And I think we're all set, you guys. I'm gonna try and find, let's see if I can find something to set this on top of so that you all can see. It's going to be red, but at least through the red you can see what this looks like. So we can put that aside, put those aside, move all of this stuff over, and we're going to lay this down just like that. Besides, it's Christmas, right? Look at that. There you go. Let me get this tail out. There we go, you guys. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that beautiful, you guys? I just think this turned out amazing. Let's go ahead. Maybe if I do this, I don't like the red behind it. I'll be honest there. I don't like the red behind it. Let me see. I think I've got some paper here that's not white that might help. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. So let's back you off just a tiny bit. There we go, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? So that's our friend's wall hanging. And I think that whoever would get this would absolutely love it. I so wish you guys could see this the way I do. I'm going to try and work with my my effects to see how good I can get the coloring and everything on this so that you guys can see what I'm seeing, because it is gorgeous, you guys. It absolutely gorgeous. And there's my little butterflies that I made on the little friends sign, and those have resin on them. They're shiny like porcelain. And there's our paper roses. Aren't those beautiful? And our bow. I'm just going to show you everything kind of close up. But that's it, you guys. It looks gorgeous. And this, the Friends word has stickles on it, and it's a gold color, but it's a not that bright yellow gold. It's a nice toned down gold. And at the same time, it's very, very sparkly. It looks gorgeous on this. You wouldn't even... The pictures don't do them justice. And if you guys look at comments on my Etsy page or on in my Etsy shop, and you will see some of the comments that are made oftentimes will say that the pictures don't come close to doing the actual item justice. And it's very, very true, you guys. So go in there, read some of the comments, check this out on Etsy. I will get some really good pictures. I can get better still pictures of this sometimes than even this camera will provide me. But I'll get some good still pictures so that you guys can see this close up. And I thank you for watching today. I wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas. Take care of yourselves. Be safe and be well. Take care of your families. Love them. Hug them often. Kiss them. Tell them you love them. And have a blessed, blessed Christmas, you guys. I love you all, and take care. And I'll see you in the next video. God bless. Bye-bye. Stay tuned for pictures on the back end. Bye-bye.